Well, hello there. Rod, Broken Nickel Garage, your wrenches and wilderness guy. I want to take time and talk about a dozen Moto camping gear pieces that I really have come to just love and use. And a lot of it's kind of creature feature stuff, you know. But and I was always the guy growing up camping. I've been camping for over 3 decades, backpacking, whatnot. I was always the guy, no chairs, find a log or rock, um, no sleeping pads. I didn't believe in them. I still have several friends that are, I don't need no stinking sleeping pad. Let me tell you, sleeping pad is a game changer. But one of the first things I want to talk about, one of my go to trusty items, is my Cactus canteen from Giant Loop. It's a 1 gallon reservoir. On the bottom, it's got a zipper and a pour spout. So typically, I just hang this on my handlebars. Then when it's empty, I can roll it up and stuff it in a corner. The reason I bring it up is it may be discontinued. I don't remember seeing this on the new lineup on Giant Loop's website. There's still some out there, I believe, in different vendors. So if you're looking for one, you might want to snatch it up. And they do have some larger options. My next biggest game changer for me is a sleep system. So I bought a Zen Bivy. I ordered their -5 winter light kit. End of August, early September. And I ended up liked it so much I bought a 25-degree down system. But I think I got probably a dozen nights in that, anywhere from 40 down to about 12, 15 degrees. It's been amazing. And so I'm looking forward to using the 25 degrees. I just wanted to, this is the 25-degree down quilt and sheet in a 4-liter stuff sack. And it's their stuff sack. It's awesome. And it has a check valve vent. So as you compress it, it expels more air. So you can get it pretty small. Here's a water bottle. It's about the size of an Nalgene. That's pretty amazing. Just amazing. To me, anyhow. I've got a 20-degree Kelty down sleeping bag that is literally 2 times this size when it's in a stuff sack. That, for me, this is a game changer. I'm saving space in my pannier rack or in my bags. Amazing. And I do have one of the Zen Bivy air mattresses. This thing is really comfortable. It does pack big, but it is comfortable. Now, again, I was a guy that didn't believe in sleeping pads, and now I think I own 4, maybe 5, at least 4. Quite often I've used this climate. I know a lot of YouTube yacht people, they dish on it. This is their insulated. I've had it for over a year now. It's 1 pound, 8 ounces. And again, packs down pretty decent. It's probably one of the more underrated sleeping pads on the market that I really, really have come to like. My flex tail pump. And it comes with several attachments. And it's definitely nothing new on the market. It's been out for quite a while, and there's a lot of other copycats now. It'll air up my big Zen Bivy in, I can't remember, just under 2 minutes. What I like is the lantern. 3 different light settings. And typically this just gets hung up in my tent at night. I think the longest trip I had with this was probably 8 or 9 nights. And we were in one location for 3 nights. But yeah, it never ran out of charge on me. Maybe I was lucky, I don't know, but it's never been dead. So this is actually my second chair. This is the Heel and Ox Chair 1, I think it is. There's some that are even a little smaller. And I was always kind of against these. I used to pack a tripod chair for a while. A little over a year and a half ago, I had a bunch of points at Rocky Mountain ATV, so I ordered one of their high back chairs and realized, that's comfort. Uh, and I ordered this one because it's a little lighter and a lot shorter. My Rocky Mountain ATV chair bag's probably this much longer, so this just stuffs better. And my iClimb table, it wasn't much on Amazon, maybe 25 bucks. Not very heavy. I forget the weight. I don't. It's probably about 2 pounds. Aluminum top, so I can set a hot pan on it. Just yeah, I can't believe how nice it is to have a camp table when I'm making dinner or sitting around the fire and just setting the old adult beverage on it. One of my favorite pieces, telescoping, and you blow. Oh, this will get a fire ripping in no time. Again, another relatively inexpensive item, and this is always in my go pack. Water purification. So I've gone to this MSR kit. This is their trail base, I think it is. This is the main filtering unit. So, I mean, you can take this and or take the whole kit. Okay, so what I like about this MSR trail kit, here's a 4-liter dirty bag. You just open her up. It's got a safety strap so you don't lose it in the river. Fill it up, and then you hook the filter system and the hose to it and to your reservoir. No work at all. Stupid simple. No sitting there for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, pump it on but yeah. The only drawback is if you have a very small stream, very shallow, it can be hard to fill one of these. If I'm in that situation, I take a shovel and I just dig a deeper hole, let the water kind of flow and settle a little bit. But yeah, I definitely, if I'm camping, I'd like to have this. I mean, it gives me 4 liters just on tap. Great, great system. Neck gaiters. Awesome. This is a felt neck gaiter. I use it in cooler weather. Then I carry another small, just kind of a standard neck gaiter. You know, a lot of times you're on the bike early, it's might be 35, 40 degrees, and you're ripping down a 2-lane to get to a trail. It gets cold. These are nice. Just a pillow. Now, I never thought, I was always that guy, I don't need a pillow. I've got a shirt or a jacket or something I could roll up. But boy, between getting a pillow and a sleeping pad and this Zen bivy, I sleep so amazing now. And this is the Thermarest, I forget the name. It is the light pillow. Look at the size of that. And I don't usually air it up till it's rock hard. You can adjust them to your comfort level. One, that'll help keep my pillow protected and a little cleaner. But it's softer and smoother, and the standard neck gaiter feels more like a pillow sheet. What a, yeah, pillow. It's that small. Takes up almost no space at all. Now, there's nothing wrong with freeze-dried foods, I guess. I have used them many, many times, but a lot of times I like to actually make real food. I came across these are from, I think it's GoTub. That you can put condiments or syrup or jelly, whatever in these. Just if you ever put like shampoo in them, don't ever use them for food again, because they are silicone based. So I only use them for food products. These are pretty clever. Again, I think these were Go Tub too. I use them for ingredients. Like this one, I got some seasoning, steak seasoning. These are awesome. I've never had them leak. Came across this, they're called Eagle Creek packets. I've got a handful of different sizes. I find I really kind of like the extra small and the size and small. This one is a medium sized bag, and again, kind of give you an idea. At the moment, I got cooking stuff in here and supplies, but big enough I can usually put extra clothing in one of these. You know, some socks and underwear, and t-shirts, whatnot. And they weigh nothing. We're talking grams per bag. When it comes to my bags, I like to kind of color code what's kind of in them. I need to get some more. I've got three, I think, of these orange and a couple blues. But color coordinating really helps when you're looking in your bag. And if you had three blue bags, you might go through two before you get to the third one and realize that's the only. So color coding helps. This was another great purchase. It's pretty big, so it's not always ideal for moto camping, but so you just clip her together. It's wicked. An extra saw. This is the Boreella 21. This thing can make some firewood. So yeah, I can cut some serious firewood with this thing. Towels. Gotta love towels. This is a Cedar Summit. This one, I need to throw it in the wash. It's had a rough season. These are awesome, kind of like the old chamois towels or whatever. You use it for cleanup and whatnot. Get it wet, wring it out. It's dry. This is more closer to like a full-size bathroom towel. Awesome. You're out riding, you find a swimming hole or campground has showers. This thing is great. Luxury item. I got this is Rocky Mountain ATV. This doesn't always go with me. Um, you know, when you get a chance and you stop at a store, you can fill it with your favorite cold beverage or soda or beer. Just FYI, carbonation will build a little pressure bouncing around, so the lid can get pretty tight. But at the same point, you can't have it loose or you have a mess, and it'll probably spray you in the face. But man, after a long day, if you get an ice cold drink, nice luxury item. Now this, I did not buy this for the plans of camping. It's an RGB light. Yeah, it's got a silicone diffuser on it. I bought it mainly for doing video work when it gets dark. But this thing is bright. That's on 3%. And you can use it for mood lighting, and it does all kinds of crazy stuff. But where I like it for camping, I usually have a tripod with me because I do some filming. Well, it's got the 1/4-inch threaded inserts. So if it's dark and I'm setting up camp in the night, and I don't like to do it, but it happens. But I'll set this on my tripod and I'll have tons of light. Even on a lower power, it gives a lot of light. Should probably talk about my cook kit. So MSR fry pan. The handle locks really well in the lock position. Unlocked, it can fall off, just FYI. That's my biggest gripe with this. It doesn't lock in the stove position. So there's quite often I have to dig through my damn bags to find the handle. And the other reason I like it, because my Cedar Summit kit fits in it. Now, I do like the Cedar Summit kit, and I also kind of hate it. So and it comes with a couple cups and a couple pop-up bowls. For packing and stowability, these are tough to beat. I mean, now I got a nice soup bowl or whatever, or plate. And then the main pot, I don't know if it says, I was thinking it was like 2.7 liters. But then the handle just clips back in. So the two things that concern me with a cook system like this, I swear I look at it the wrong way and it twists and bends. It's out of shape. I don't care for that. Hence why I like storing it in this steel pan. And I was out last year. I loaded up quick in a hurry, got to my location I was going to, and realized I didn't bring a fuel canister for my stove. You could probably cook on coals and set it on coals. But boy, if you have any kind of flame will eat the side of this. So just be very cautious with that in mind if you go to like a silicone-based cookware. Great if you have a stove to set it on. Not good on a open flame. All right. Before I forget, one of my favorite items. Down booties. I don't know if you're like me. My feet get cold really easy. These down booties weigh nothing. And my wife bought these for my birthday last year. It's like my feet are in a warm, fluffy cloud at night. It's amazing. Now, granted, this pair, they got no sole, so you don't want to walk around camp. They're just strictly in the tent, sleep time. But wow, awesome. But a lot of this is stuff that's just made my outdoor life nicer. And now, depending upon the trip, some of it goes, some of it doesn't. I think that's most of my luxury goodies that have made taken my camping to the next level. I didn't bring out tents. I've got a couple I really like. I've added a Mountain Hardware Nimbus 2. It's literally the size of a loaf of bread. And it weighs like just about 2.5 pounds, maybe give or take just a smidge. And I also added an Argali Absaroka 4P. It's basically a 4-person teepee, and it's under 3 pounds. Currently, I don't have an inner tent for it. I do plan on keep checking the site, and their inner tents have been on back order. That's luxury when I'm in that. That's a lot of room. If it's bad, foul weather, you can sit in there with your buddies and play cards. Yeah, it's hard to beat that. And it packs down about yay big-ish. Hopefully this helps get you motivated to get out and camp. I know I'm getting the bug. It's January in Montana. I am hoping to get out this next month, do some winter camping. Don't know if I'll be on the bike. We'll just have to see what the weather does.